We did it, man. We made the impossible possible. Actually, I don't know if we actually caught the impossible, but dude, Goose, I'm not gonna steal your thunder, man. What was the big accomplishment of this week, brother?
We got Boneheads funded.
Yeah, brother. Yeah, we did.
Like, I just so excited. This started off as about this time last year. I told y'all I was gonna do it, and it's coming out. We did it. We fucking did it. I'm so excited.
Yeah, man.
Congratulations.
And just an update for anybody who backed it. We are on the last, I think, 12 pages of colors. I've got Barlow working on it right now, and as soon as it's done, it'll hit its final pages or the final flash of edits. A little bit of book design, adding in all the backers' names to the book, and then we'll be shipping it off for printing.
But man, how was that last day of the campaign for you, man? That had to have been like a white knuckle gooning experience, kind of, but like a dread gooning experience.
I spent the day super stressed out and doing my whole yard, weed eating, mowing, edging, just like trying not to look at my phone except for to
Of course, you were edging, bro.
yeah. Speaking of gooning, uh, so so I tried not to look at the campaign as much as I could, right? Other than like to update everybody on where it was at. And then I think I was close to like $700 away, and it was the last like 9 hours. And I remember looking at it, and I was like, man. And then I put my phone down, and I went back to mowing the yard and listening to Star Wars: Heir to the Throne, which is the beginning of the Thrawn trilogy, which is kick ass, by the way. And then I finished up with my yard, and I didn't want to look at my phone. And then I looked at my phone, and I had a message that said, "Congrats, you got funded." And that happened fucking last Wednesday, and I'm still kind of in disbelief over the fact that we got funded.
Yeah, man, I was watching the campaign like a hawk, dude. To tell you the truth, I was like going back and forth from it, and like, yeah, I was pretty tense that day, man. And when you hit it, man, like I was right there to see it. Like I went right into the chat. I was like, dude, it funded, and like I was like literally on the verge of tears, bro. Like,
I think you saw it get funded before I did. I it was definitely an experience. Nerve wracking. I kept on telling myself the whole time, like, look, if it doesn't get funded, you still set out to do what you planned on doing, which was making the book. And like I was telling y'all beforehand, like even if it wouldn't have gotten funded, I was gonna put the book out. I may not have been able to print it, but I would have put it out digitally. And so, like I said, that was my whole plan, was to make the book. And this really getting it funded and seeing the support for the book is really like it's heartwarming. Y'all know me. All kinds of stuff makes me cry, and I was definitely close to tears when it got funded. Y'all, everybody who helped make this happen, helped make my dreams come true, and it's I'll never be able to express like how thankful I am for everybody who supported and backed the campaign.
well, off air, you kind of told us that like even after it ended, like there was some last minute Andes and some like too late to the party type people. So I was wondering, like, do you have any kind of infrastructure set up to sell the issue to people that like may have missed the campaign? Are you gonna have a website, or are you gonna do kind of like James Edward Clark does, which just like, hey, if you want this book, email me and we'll set
Yeah.
the deal. Or...
Actually, I think so. I'm gonna print some extras of the A cover, and those extras I will have for sale. And then I think once the second campaign starts up, depending on how it does, I may be able to print some more. But I'm gonna have them ready to be reprinted if need be. I think for the most part, any of the after campaign stuff will be digital, depending on what I have in stock. I know that I'm looking at printing 100 of the A cover, which is that one there, and so that should have me with some extras to sell if need be. And like I said, I can always go back and print more. That is, especially if more and more people are wanting them, I'll print as many as people want. And I may even after the first like official printing, I may end up, hey, there's my mom.
Hey,
Uh,
Mama Goose.
I may end up pulling a James Edward Clark and putting the books together myself, especially on like a smaller scale, because he was saying that he what goes down to Kinko's and prints it out and collates it himself or staples it and all that, and like
Yeah, he's
ships
got a
it off.
saddler pretty much.
Yeah, and so like I feel like later on, if it comes down to people wanting physical copies of it, then that's definitely something that's on there too. So I don't ever want somebody to ask me for the book and me not be able to get it to them some way, whether it be digital or physical. And y'all know me, I love physical books as much as anybody. So any opportunity I have to be able to put the physical book in somebody's hands, I'm gonna do what I can to make sure that happens.
Well,
Uh,
since it's funded, you said you got secured funds to kind of start with issue 2. I was wondering, like, when you do the campaign for issue 2, are you going to have reprints of the first issue available for late to the party Andes and stuff like that?
I believe so. It's really a lot of it'll depend on how funding goes. But I think for issue 2, we're only going to do 2 covers, and so that would leave me being able, especially if we set the price at the same, it would have me being able to print out some more of the A covers as well, and have them as add-ons. And that's another thing. If enough people throw them in as add-ons, we'll be able to do another full run of it. And so that's kind of what I'm looking for or looking at going forward as far as being able to get the physical issue on later campaigns.
That's a good idea, man. Save the just keep the variants for the original campaign and release the A cover, for people that missed it maybe. That
Yeah.
is and plus, dude, I love the A cover for this, man. Greg knocked it out of the ballpark with the Punch Comics tribute.
Yes.
Like, this thing is
Such a
gorgeous.
Such a great job. And like I said, I'm still blown away by how absolutely talented everybody on the team is. Like Greg drew it, colored it, did the whole 9 yards on it, and it's fantastic.
Yeah,
Um,
I mean, the
I love
interior
it.
art, man, like it really, really fits your style. You know what I mean? Like, I
It's
loved it. I love that you found an artist that was perfect for you. You know what I mean? Like,
I'm yeah no I couldn't have asked for anybody better to work on this with. In fact, the whole team, everybody made this experience super easy, especially for me. Like I said, we all went into it. I told him what the deal was from the beginning, what my goals were, and I even everybody knew that the I was going to print the book or at least get the book finished if the campaign didn't fund. And so everybody, like I said, I did what I could to ensure that it would happen. So I paid everybody pretty much up front as far as costs and stuff like that goes. None of the I didn't make any of my co-conspirators have to wait for their payments, or I didn't tie in the payments with the Kickstarter, which is why I was able to keep it relatively low as far as the pricing of it goes. But yeah, I'm I'm blown away with the people on the team. Every single one of them, they really uh, I can't even express the talent and the work they put in on this project. It's like I've said it before. They could do this without me. I definitely couldn't do this without them.
I'm also pretty sure that the second campaign is gonna probably catch a lot more eyes because they're gonna see like that issue 1 and 2, or the issue 2, so people will know that like, man, this book's like reliable. You know what I mean? You got that like going for you for the next one, which like I don't understand why it needs to go like that. I mean, I figured the comic community would have showed up for you, but like,
Man,
damn.
I know what it is, Johnny. I'm telling you, I know exactly what it is, and I say that it could be a variety of things, but the last week of my campaign and the weeks leading up to it were the weeks leading up to San Diego Comic-Con, where everybody is spending their money for SDCC exclusives, saving money for the trip out there, this, that, and the other. So I'm thinking timing had a lot to do with it as well, because there was also a lot of other really good campaigns going on at the same time as mine. And like I said, I went in with it, knowing that there was a chance that it might not get funded, and I was able to not worry about that so much, because that the Kickstarter was never my end goal. It was along the way, but the end goal was the comic itself. And I I think I'd said it last time. Like, I was making the book for me, and the fact that I got any support and people want to read it. Going through the campaign and seeing that support, that made me want to do it even more. And so I don't know, I'm still in shock over the whole thing. Like I said, I got some really, really good feedback from some creatives that I've looked up to for a while now. I mean, guys that I fangirled when I met, like Matthew Rosenberg, saying good things about my book and backing it. Stuff like that. Like, it made me feel like the past, I guess, like 8 months since we started working on it, was definitely worth it. Like I said, the book was for me, but at the end of the day, knowing that people enjoy it and want to read it and want to back it, it it's a feeling like nothing else.
So Joe, man, you got yourself some moonshine or what, man? I saw you take a whiff and be like, ugh.
No, it's vodka. Pat drinks vodka. I don't drink, so I had to just settle for what she had. And actually, I think I had some honey whiskey that I could have, some Jack Daniels, but I'm not a big fan of JD, so
I am not having any drinks.
Well, this is to you, Goose. Congratulations on a successful Kickstarter campaign.
Chin chin, man. Everybody party with the lights on.
Oh, yeah. Gross. So, man, we got funded. We got all physical backers are getting shirts. My sister's making the shirts, and it's kicking. Which that was I threw out that with 3 days left to go, and like I saw barely any movement on the funds, and I was like, no. And then
I called in what a few favors I could, man. I got like Richard and a couple people to plug you. So
I appreciate that. Yeah, Richard, he messaged me. He commented and he backed it and put it out there. I was surprised that a lot of names that I didn't know, a lot of folks that I didn't know, backed it as well. Whether they saw somebody who shared it or ran across it somewhere, it was real neat to see, because I knew there would be a support group of people that I know that were going to back it. But seeing people who don't know me or knew anything about Boneheads backing it.
We got a special guest, Goose. Hang on, man. There's somebody coming. Big intro, man.
Someone in the green room right now.
Oh, no.
I wish I had some cool intro music we could play for him, but here he is. Da, 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 da.
Hey!
Hey!
Look at that. Got the depraviators and everything.
You know what? It's funny because like I lost my reading glasses, right? So I'm like, I had to get new reading glasses. So I went to like Simon's and I bought like cheapo sunglasses, and then I just had them put my prescriptions in there.
Hell yeah.
Old man style. I'm telling you right now. I'm so ready to like chase kids off my lawn.
Hey, all you need is a stick.
There's gotta be one around here. There is. Yeah. Anyway, yeah, dude. I just want to pop by and say congratulations on the on funding the book.
Well,
hey, Adrian, your voice sounds kind of funny, almost lispy.
Really?
Yeah. Do you have like
I'm on my phone. Huh?
It sounds like you have like what do you call it?
Peanut butter on the roof of your mouth or something?
A retainer in or something.
Oh,
I don't know. Maybe I'm having a stroke. I just don't know it.
See, did you not notice it?
I hear it now.
Say something with S's a lot.
With S's?
Hey, you want to write a crispy tweet?
Stupid Mike.
Did you get some dental work done? What the fuck's going on?
I don't know. It's got to be my phone.
It's got to be your phone. It's got to, because you sound nasally.
There's no way in hell. There's no way in hell. There's no way in hell that's your phone.
I don't know.
See, everything else you say is completely normal till you start with the F.
Seriously?
This is mean.
We love it.
Say Boneheads.
Thank you for coming in. Thank you for your cover.
I'm gonna go.
No. I was gonna say thank you for the cover. I actually had a lot of people jump on and be like, yeah, as soon as I saw Adrian had a cover, I had to back it, and I was just like, hey, it's a great book too. But no, it's I'm so excited. I can't wait to hold it in my hand.
Adrian, do me a favor.
I'm not saying shit.
Say suffering succotash.
Hey, you know what? You didn't have it when you said shit, so maybe that's what it is. Maybe just pull your Samuel L. Jackson and get rid of your lisp by
oh my god
cursing.
I have to do like a Sean Connery, just like, you know. Yeah, seriously.
You can pull it off. You can pull it off.
Fuck.
I love it. I love it. I'm so glad you stopped by.
Yeah, me too now.
I've been seeing all your work you've been getting out, Adrian, man. You got a bunch of projects coming out and they all look great, dude. Like the D for Dad thing looks so
yeah, appreciate that.
He's making an effort now.
Fucking hell. I feel like Trump without his teleprompter now.
You gonna start talking about Hannibal Lecter? You know Hannibal Lecter, the late great Hannibal Lecter.
Fuck, I'm gonna. Yeah.
I mean, the dude was kind of great, and I don't mean great as in good. Maybe the guy who mentions cannibalism way too often shouldn't talk about Hannibal Lecter. I'll let y'all take it away.
He was the best dedicated. He was in his craft.
Yeah, I mean, he was a great cook. He was a wonderful escape artist.
Great host.
Great host. I mean, how many folks do you know could serve up brains like that?
I think it's contagious. It's happening to Goose now.
Is it?
Actually, yeah, dude, you kind of sound a little like thumbs up to you too.
Maybe it's StreamYard.
Yeah.
They want people to say it like that. They want it to be StreamYard now.
I don't know. Does it sound like that when I say my S's?
No, you're good, but Goose has got the like that shot, like you kind of like.
Yeah, just a little bit. Not as heavy as Adrian's though.
You sound like an old man
talking in sign language.
We have StreamYard has been glitchy lately, so
Now I just kind of feel like y'all are fucking with me, but I hear
Goose, go find your teeth. Find your teeth, buddy.
If this isn't like a bit, you're gonna have to re-listen to the audio, Adrian, to see what we're talking about.
Fuck's sakes.
Oh, this is gonna be gold for shorts.
Oh my god. If I start grabbing my left arm, then I know, like, you know. Oh, fuck. This is just bullshit.
Yeah.
It's what, Adrian? It's bull what?
Well, no, shit sounds good, right? Like shit.
Oh
no.
Oh no! Even when you say shit now, it's gotten to the shit ones too.
Maybe you're doing it subconsciously.
Do one of your characters have like a lisp? Maybe you're
they will now.
Method. You're going like comic method created. You know?
You know what? I'd be canceled so hard, I'm sure, you know.
Did you get bumped on the head? Because I heard this story about this lady who got like a head trauma, and like for a long time she did like this voice. It sounded like she was doing a really racist Chinese person impersonation.
Oh no, I heard about that.
Yeah, and like one day it just stopped, but like for the longest time she couldn't help it. Like she'd get thrown out of places and stuff. So
you know what? I actually, funny enough, I bumped I stubbed my little toe. Yes, last night. It's like purple as fuck right now.
It could be the glasses.
It could be glasses.
Secret powers. Like Clark Kent.
The glasses give you a lift. That's perfect.
How about now? We good now?
So far.
So far?
Oh God. No, it's gone.
See, you got to you got the so Goose has a little like the, you know.
Yeah, a little bit too. I noticed it before we went live that he had just a little bit of a lispiness, so maybe it is StreamYard.
That, or we're both coming in on our phones, and it's just our phones doing a thing.
Yeah, because it's
You know what? It just adds to the whole flavor. Someone's gonna come across this and go, "Good for them! Good for them!" And their, you know,
inclusiveness and
fuck, they're gonna think of some kind of overachieving, whatever, right?
Yeah.
Who's the bastard who put an S in Lisp anyway?
Yeah. I don't know.
Wow.
Yeah. So, Adrian, you have a variant cover for Boneheads, which, I think Goose said he was going to send you some copies.
Yeah. Actually, it's the green cover. It's supposed to be green in the background.
Oh, that's the old. You did a revised version.
Yeah. Because just because of the tongue, right? So I needed the tongue to stick out.
Yes, I have the green one. I definitely put the wrong one up on the Kickstarter page, but I think they'll forgive me.
I'm sure they'll be fine. Yeah, they'll be okay. You know, especially now after hearing us, you know, they'll be a little, a little more lenient.
When they hear about our, or when they hear our, fuck.
They're gonna want you to redo the logo for the book. They're gonna want you to put a TH at the end of it. Boneheads.
Boneheads. Boneheads. What, you don't know about Boneheads? Everyone knows Boneheads.
Hey, the teacher who gave me the joke book, he enjoyed it.
Oh, for real?
Yeah.
Did you give him a copy in a field? Did you like him?
In the nearest field.
In the field of ideas that is Facebook.
Jesus.
Yeah, no, man, I'm telling you, I had to take a couple of days off of social media after the campaign got funded because I did Facebook, I did Threads, I did Twitter, I got a TikTok.
My God, you got a TikTok?
Yeah. You know what though? I'll
How
still
was
say
that?
The Tholer Thorns. No, I'll say this. I've done my best. I have not watched a single TikTok on the app. I've only uploaded my own stuff and looked at I still don't know how any of it works. But yeah, no. So
Sweet
Uncle
D used
D
to call you
calls
guys
you
boneheads.
Bonehead.
Took me a second. I was like, Uncle D. Yeah, my uncle Doug. Because I was like, wait, Mike doesn't start with a D. So yeah, I got two brain cells, and they are fighting for their fucking lives in there. Which is weird that I can string sentences together and people want to read them. And one of the compliments I kept on getting was they were like, "Oh, the conversations are really fluid. They're like you've got the dialogue down pretty well." And the only thing I could think of was like, "Thanks, I did these conversations in my head for months. just had these conversations with myself to make sure they sounded normal."
Hey, dog, as a guy that's bought a bunch of Kickstarters, that is a valid compliment. Like, there are some books that I'd say that actually are pretty good, but like when you read the dialogue, you're just kind of like, you should have workshopped that a little bit more. But like, yeah, so like it's true too, though. You know what I mean? Me and Fulci were talking about it last night, and yeah, we totally came to the conclusion that your book rocks, man, and you get it right away. But I think it's because you read so much, man. You're actually a comic book fan. It matriculates. The skill matriculated into you. You're not a guy that's trying to like pitch a film or something like that, like most of the other people on Kickstarter. Like you legit want to have a comic book, and
Well,
like you learned how to make one.
It's funny that you said that. I'm in a Discord, this comic creators Discord, and one of the guys in the group when we were all talking about it, he asked me like, why Boneheads, and I told him like I had to make this book. Like it's too great not to make. And he's like, oh, that's cool. And then a couple of weeks later, he retweeted the campaign after he backed it. And one of the things he said was, I asked this guy why Boneheads, and he didn't say it's for my portfolio or that he's trying to make a film or this, that, and the other. He just wanted to make the book. And like naive me just thought everybody making comics just wanted to make books. I didn't know people had ulterior motives. Like, wait, y'all are getting paid for this?
Fuck. I'm 5 issues in with a publisher. I haven't gotten paid yet. So yeah.
Yeah, like I was gonna be writing them regardless. And so I said I was gonna be writing them regardless. And totally lost my train of thought. But yeah, like that was the thing. I set out to just want to make a comic. Like I didn't want it to be anything more than that. And like I kept on telling people, like I made the book for me. Like when I've been asked, like, so who is your target audience? Like, it's me. I don't know. Like it's like if I saw the book on the shelf, like I wanted to make it a book I'd want to read, and so I was my target audience. And it probably does help that I read a stupid amount of comics. Like in the past couple of weeks, like I read all of Battle Royale, I read all of Attack on Titan, I read all of Firepower again. Read all the Department of Truth. I finished up the first volume of Spider-Man's Clone Saga Omnibus, and I'm on the second one now. And this is also in with like all of my weekly reads. And so that may have something to do with it. That, and I was a weird theater kid for forever. I'm still a weird theater kid. Like I never grew out of it. And I think that out of all the plays and the comics and everything, that it really felt like the dialogue and stuff came natural. And like I said, I was reading it back to myself, and I was like, is any of this gonna make any fucking sense to anybody? And so the fact that it does, good on me, because that was my whole issue. Before I let anybody read it was, man, I hope this fucking makes sense. Because it made sense to me, but y'all know the types of things that make sense to me.
Well, and the beautiful thing about comics, man, like you just tell people it's surreal. If they tell you it doesn't make sense, to be like, yeah, well, it's supposed to be surreal, jackass. Like,
Yeah, I was watching a lot of Nothing Really Happens. So, God, what a
oh
great.
man, that movie. Yeah, got to revisit that one. I hope it's still on Tubi. It's gonna suck because
It is.
is it okay?
Yeah, I watched it last week. Me and Dakota watched it again last week. They don't have a physical fucking copy of it, and it makes me so upset because I would pay good money to have that at my fingertips whenever I wanted it. That is, God, is such a good fucking movie. Speaking of good fucking movies, not to get us off track, have y'all gotten to see In a Violent Nature yet?
No, you already asked me about that.
I
I don't think
watched-
it's up for rent yet. Is it?
I watched the beginning. Yeah, I think you can rent it.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, you can, and it's
Right? No, it's a Shudder, isn't it?
It'll be on Shudder, I think later this month, so I would wait on it. But it is available for rent or purchase through Amazon. But yeah, it is.
Was it? Because I don't know. Because Shudder has that little intro that they have.
Yes.
So anytime Pat hears it, she's like, "Here we go."
Oh well, like Goose was saying, like a lot of their original films, they will put them up for VOD for like a couple months before they actually are on Shudder as originals.
Okay.
Well, 'cause
Especially the ones that I think.
it went to the theaters. It was in the cinema.
Oh, was it?
Yeah. They got a full on release. And it is. I'll be thinking about that movie the same way I've been thinking about Godzilla -1 since November 29th of last year. Like that.
I still think about that movie.
I still think about it.
I think about it every fucking day.
Yeah.
We're finally getting the U.S. release, and I had pre-ordered it last month, and I'm just patiently waiting on it to get here so I can make my whole family watch it. And then we'll watch it again in black and white. And then
it's a fire breath that really impressed me, I think, man. Like I loved it. It's like the graviton beam emitter from Blam. Like it just decimated anything in its in front of it.
And
like,
the way that the spikes pop up his back.
And then slam back down, yeah, and like loading in the magazine or something.
I like how actually what I liked about that movie is how the monster kind of felt like a secondary character, like a background.
Yeah.
You know, almost bonus. What are you smiling at? I know my voice still sounds wacky, doesn't it?
No. Not at all.
Fuck's sake.
It's great. I love it.
You sons of bitches.
Hey, Adrian, before you keep on going, just remember my mother is in the chat.
Oh, sorry.
So, sons of what? Sons of who?
It's the Canadian in me, the Western Canadian. Joe's a little more classier because he's down east.
I wouldn't say that. I mean, anyone that knows me a little better than just through YouTube, like, I mean, if you ever get invited to our chats, you'll get to know another side of me.
Joe is the pinnacle of class.
Until he's not. That's kind of how he rolls, dude. Like he's mature and above it all until like he's the guy in the chat that you gotta censor. Yeah.
I'm actually looking forward to meeting you in person. That's gonna be cool.
Well, let's hopefully you get accepted to the Montreal Comic Con, man.
I am just waiting for them to post their opening.
So Adrian, your book right there in your hand, like that you're going to be promoting. What's it called?
Nope.
You don't want to promote your book a little bit on the show? Come on, man.
Oh,
that's it. Yeah, it's going to be the shitter instead of the sitter.
Goose it? This is gonna suck.
Try it. Go for it.
This is the sitter.
Not too bad. It wasn't too bad.
It wasn't too bad.
It's a sensational read.
I loved it.
Yeah.
I thought it was spectacular.
You guys are awful. You guys are terrible. I'm using my promo.
We try.
My next Kickstarter. I'm gonna save this for that.
if we bust your balls, it's only because we love you, man.
You know what?
Yeah.
I appreciate that. So so it's all good. I am.
Hey, you know
okay,
what I
I'll be
say?
okay.
You know what I say? Scrotum damn near killed him. You're welcome.
But Goosey, man, like -1 was great, but like the cool thing about this year is I actually even liked Godzilla versus King Kong or whatever the second one was, the crappy American one. That one was actually really good. That was like
That
the
was
first one
fun.
I really liked.
Look, man, I gotta say, the MonsterVerse, the US isn't doing too bad. The design is the design of Godzilla is fantastic. They've done a good job. I like the fact that the American version is doing the like savior Godzilla, where the Japanese versions are more doing the force of nature, where he's not good or bad, he's just there. And I think I really like that. Really like that duality between the two. Now I haven't gotten to watch Monarch yet, the Apple TV series, but I want to. I've heard really, really good things about it.
Curb Your Expectations is like all I can say. It's okay. Like it's got some great parts. Like
yeah, I don't think you'll be disappointed.
Speaking of not being disappointed, I don't know if we're going to get a physical release, but for all the Godzilla fans out there, I just want to go ahead and let y'all know Criterion Collection is getting full access to the High-Sci collection. Everything from Return in '84 all the way up to Godzilla vs. Destroyer, which means we're going to get a legit streaming of Biollante. We're going to get a legit streaming of Godzilla vs. Mothra.
All Out Monster Attack.
See, we've got All Out Monster Attack on Tubi, and because everything it's basically between '84 and Biollante. So
Okay. So
no,
Biollante. Okay.
'84 and '92. Because there's the King Ghidorah movie, there's the Mothra movie, and then there's the Godzilla and the Biollante. But we're getting them on the Criterion Collection streaming app, which means I'm hoping we'll get a physical release similar to the Showa era collection that they did a couple of years ago, which is fantastic.
It's crazy watching them dubbed now or subbed now because I'm so used to watching them dubbed my whole life that like some of those old ones, it's kind of really hard to watch them like the way they're intended. You know what I mean?
Do you know what? And I don't tell people this very often. It's probably my my biggest hot take of the Godzilla universe, and that is not. Oh yeah, destroy all monsters. I don't like it. Puts me to sleep every fucking time. I don't have a reason behind it. By the time Banda is making his way around the train tracks 45 minutes into the film, I'm out.
Yeah, some of them ones where they put too many into it and like they try to have like the long storyline too, like with the human characters, like yeah, like there's a lot of Godzilla movies that I can say that are kind of boring. You know what I mean? Like I hate to admit it, but like there are some that are just great though too.
Hey, not every one of them can be Final Wars.
A lot of people hate the Millennium Collection. I enjoy a lot of it, man. Like the Mechagodzilla trilogy, like that ended with Tokyo SOS, man.
I was just about to say what was it? Oh fuck! It's the 2002 one where Godzilla is like possessed with the.
Uh-oh. Like your audio is cutting out really bad, Goose.
There's not very many Godzilla films that I can't watch. What is next up that I'm going to go ahead and binge here soon once I take a break from reading is going to be the Godzilla animes on Netflix. I have not watched those. Not the Godzilla, the Gamera, or the Ultraman. I haven't seen any of them.
Oh, sorry, boys.
You're what?
Sorry, Packing tape. Sorry.
Oh, okay. I'm glad you're Thori.
Hurt my feelings.
Oh, we love you so much.
I'm very sensitive right now.
So when I don't know if Johnny asked this when I was gone to get my bottle, but when do you plan on starting art for the? Now that it funded, you're going to make an issue 2. Did you have any scheduled planning to start the art on that, or?
So my plan for it is, so I've got it written, and it's ready to go. So once printing and shipping is complete and all the funds for what I'm going to need for that is out of the way, the rest of that will start going towards the art. As soon I want to get started around the same time the book starts shipping out. That way, by the time people are getting their books and reading it, they're going to be seeing me spam their timeline with information about issue number 2.
Sweet.
Yeah, and so the thing about issue 2 is it should take a shorter time to make, and the only reason I say that is because with issue 1 we started out. I had it written by October, and we started with the art then, and we finished up with the actual art by February or March, with the colors coming up behind it and the letters as well. But I was paying for pages individually. And now with the first payments I'll be able to make for Boneheads too, there'll be larger payments, and so we'll be able to get. My goal is once we get shipping and printing out of the way, I should be able to pay for about half the art up front, and that's just kind of what I'm guessing before we do shipping and printing and all that, but. Yeah, it'll give us a good leg up on getting started on it. And so, like I said, I'm hoping that we'll have a much quicker timeline for getting the book made. We took it slow, which isn't a bad thing. I think I told y'all from the beginning I wanted to get the book as close to finish as possible before we really got onto the Kickstarter. And so with the second book, I'll have a little bit quicker production on the book. And I'll try and do the same thing where I won't start the Kickstarter until at least the book is 75% done. That way, like we're at now, I'm looking at getting the books ready to print by mid-September, and then once they come back, having them shipped out by October. And then by the time they're shipped out, we should be have a leg up on issue 2, and we'll do kind of the same thing where we'll do the art, letters, and then colors as it's coming up. Just because it seems the art and the letters usually go by pretty quickly. Greg is incredible at whipping pages out. I don't know how he does it, and so the quicker he can whip the pages out, the quicker Barlow can get them colored. But we'll have it. Like I said, it'll take a lot less time. We're hoping making the second issue. Especially because I've learned a lot doing this first issue and the first Kickstarter. And so, like I said, I'm hoping that by September we'll start the art on issue 2, and hopefully, if we're starting in September, hopefully we'll be able to start up the campaign for issue 2, late January, early February. Kind of the timeline that I'm looking at now, and this is also depending on everybody else's schedule. We've been talking about the book and when we're going to get started on it, but we're all also still celebrating the past week. Haven't gone entirely into business, but everybody's on board for issue 2. which was my big thing. As soon as we finished, I immediately messaged everybody like, "Hey, you're coming back for book 2, huh?" And everybody's on board. So we're gonna have the same team coming into issue 2, which I think will also make the process go a little bit faster because a lot of the time that we spent between October and December, me and Greg was assembling the team. And so now that we've got our Avengers assembled, it'll take a lot less time. That and we've already worked together on the first issue, and we kind of we know, I guess, where we all stand as far as timelines and how quickly we can get stuff done. And communication is also super easy with everybody, which is great. We're also still working on we're still all in 4 different countries. We got Brazil, Argentina, America, and Canada. And so thankfully we all have we're all pretty close on time zones. And so it's easy for all of us to be able to get together and communicate. But we're going to be starting issue 2 as soon as we can, and hopefully getting it out as quick as we can. But also, we're not, still trying to make it everything that it can be for the fans, for sure. It's weird. I don't like saying fans.
Readers.
Yeah,
followers.
Yeah, because fans just sounds weird. Like, I don't. Yeah, friends. You're all my friends. That's what you are. You're not. You back my book. You're my friend forever now. Because I don't know if y'all saw, but one of the rewards was our love and adoration forever. And so you're all my friends. And thank you.
Cool.
Thank you for being a friend.
It was just great to be a part of it with you, man.
Yeah, for real.
I couldn't have done it without. I definitely couldn't have done it without y'all. This idea started out spitballing. Like y'all knew about it before literally anyone else. Y'all got to hear my dumb ideas, and I don't think I would have had half of the drive to pursue them if it wasn't for y'all being like, "Hey, those dumb ideas, pretty funny." So yeah, y'all's support definitely helped push me to make this book. I don't know where I'd be if if I didn't make that stupid Wayne Static joke 4 years ago, Johnny.
Word. Well, was it the way? Yeah, it was. So I was giving away my WEC dev, and it was if you answered the question right, you won it, right?
Yeah. It was what group did you what group did you not see? And I was one of the choices was Static X, and I was like, man, I really hope he didn't go and watch Wayne Static. And I was right. There's nothing wrong with Static X.
No, but like
Power Man 5000.
It was funny though because like I had No Doubt and like I think Blues Traveler and Dave Matthews Band on there, and like you went straight for Static X when I think most people thought that was like a given or something that I would have seen. But yeah,
well, see, we really didn't know each other that well then. That was kind of one of our first interactions.
Yeah, and dude, I'm really happy you did that, and I'm really happy you enjoyed the shit that I gave you, man. Because like some people get kind of bummed out because like I'll send like random stuff in a box like that Die Hard comic, and that was like one of the favorite things that I gave you.
I read it a couple of weeks ago. I read it again a couple of weeks ago. I fucking love that book.
I mean, it's Howard Chalkian doing Die Hard. You know what I mean? Like, what's not to love of it?
There's only, still to this day, there's only one issue I have with that series. Not once, not one single fucking time did John McClane say yippee-ki-yay, motherfucker. But other than that, 10 out of 10. Love it. Absolutely love it.
And also, like, I'm not gonna like spoil anything, but like, you have some pretty neat surprises lined up for issue 2. You know what I mean? Like, it's you got some stuff in the pipeline for it. You know what I mean? Like, that you can't say yet, but like,
I can't say who it is, but I can say that I have a super special artist doing a variant cover for the book that I am real super excited about.
That's awesome. Well, we know who it is, so
Yeah.
and it is pretty cool. So, you guys are gonna have to wait till campaign 2 launches, and you'll find out.
Yeah, that's it. I just found out today, and so I had to tell Johnny and Joe, and Adrian will find out soon as well.
Shoot me a
But
message. Yeah, send me a DM.
oh,
Now
I
I'm
will.
curious.
I will. Yeah, I think you'll love it.
Sweet.
But yeah, we've got some surprises lined up for issue 2. Y'all, this campaign got funded, and you'll never fucking stop me now. I'm gonna be in everybody's face so much that the industry can't fucking look away from me. And then they'll come to me and they'll be like, "Colton, we want you." And I'm like, "No, I'm making my own shit forever. But please pay me to make comics if you want to." But no, that I'm still so stoked. The one thing that I'm still trying to wrap my head around is like I can officially call myself a comic writer, which is cool now because I can go back and tell my 10th grade English teacher that haha, I did it. Fuck you, you're wrong.
Yeah, go up.
You're officially in the creator club.
Right. And so like it makes me want to just write a million things. I should be finishing up issues 4 and 5 of Boneheads, but I just recently got this idea, and I know where it came from, but it's like a Nancy Drew type mystery following Margot and Mikey, a 5th grade girl and her useless friend, Mikey. I started writing it like 2 days ago, just kind of jotting down all the ideas for it. But yeah, every time an idea pops in my head now, I'm writing it down. And I'm just gonna keep on, especially now that I have a laptop. I don't have to write my comics on my phone anymore. So that's real neat. That I don't have to write my comics in the notes app on my phone.
It's going to become addictive. You're going to find.
Oh man, I love it. I love it so much, especially because for the longest time I didn't want to share like my writing, and then it got to the point to where I was like, well, if I'm not sharing it, why am I even writing? And so I didn't write for a long time. Yes, I do. I didn't write for a long time, and then I'd stepped away from reading comics for a while as well. And then back in 2018, like 2017, I started reading comics again. And then it was, I guess, like 2, maybe 3 years ago, I started writing more. And then I guess it was after we did interviews with guys like Adrian and Steve Urena, and all the guys that James Edward Clark and Black Blizzard, Aaron Reese, yeah, guys like that were out here like doing the stuff that I wanted to be doing, making the type of books that I wanted to make. And so and also thanks to Adrian, who's sitting here now. Like you making the books that you're making help push me to want to put my own stuff out. And I think it's a great time, not just for comic fans, but everybody in the community, because we got such talented people putting out such great books, and we really are in a golden era for reading comics. Which, speaking of, I do have to give a shout out real quick. Brandon Albetsky, I backed his book, Maru Kiru, Destroy the Moon. I just finished reading these today. Let me pull up my favorite page. It is fantastically done. Let's see. So no, I got it here. Oh, yeah. Murder Driver. Look at these colors and the buff lady with the sword, and just like all of it is absolutely beautiful. The color, this Brandon did everything in the book. He wrote it. He did the art, the colors, the lettering. Big shout out to him. This is another one of those books that just it catches your eye. It looks different from what's on the shelves. The everything about it is just super neat.
That was a Kickstarter.
Yes, this was a Kickstarter, and it came in 2 volumes. And there are more volumes coming. But yeah, I mean, you can't just. It's absolutely, the book is filled with splash pages that look like that. The colors are out of this world. Each one of them came with a backup story as well, which is super neat. But yeah, I will. He's doing volume 3 now, and I will keep y'all updated because I think y'all would absolutely love Marukiru. Which I think he might actually have digitals of it. I'm pretty sure he does. I mean, he created it. So I will see about getting some of those into y'all's hand because fucking fantastic. I blazed through both of them last night and could not stop. I am upset that I don't have more to read right now. Super fantastic. I really think y'all would enjoy these.
Cool.
Hell yeah, man.
All right, man. I'll just raise a glass to you one more time. Congratulations again, Goose. Well deserved. You love comics, so I mean, it couldn't happen to a better person to get your book funded. So, salute.
Well done, buddy. Well done. Proud of you.
Thank you, guys. Thank you, and thank you for your support. Like I said, I couldn't have done it without y'all. Joe, that was a very cute face. I love it. I need to try some of.
Tastes like rubbing alcohol.
Oh yeah, that's what it is. Well, guys, I am fixing to have to go get some food. I am super hungry. Thank y'all for having me on, and thank y'all for everything. We'll be back soon with issue 2.
Yep. And Goose was watching Texas Chainsaw Massacre this whole interview, so like, Lord knows what he's gonna go eat.
Oh, the hearts flew. Did you see that?
That was
cheese.
beautiful too. Yeah, head cheese.
Head cheese.
Don't skimp on the meat. But yeah, we're gonna be doing Phono tomorrow. We're gonna be talking about unsolved mysteries. That should be kind of fun. And I'm not sure what we're gonna be doing Wednesday, or I mean on Thursday or later this week, but we'll probably throw something together. We got some stuff in the back burner. We've been reading some stuff. Maybe that Luther Strode episode we've been talking about. Don't know yet, but we'll talk about it later if Joe doesn't get too wasted on the vodka. But yeah, until next time, see you guys later.
See you later.